Malc and Beans back in the morning. What's up? What's up? Um, let's start with just good vibes, guys. Spreading the love, aka Malc, sizzle. The beans are fresh this morning. Not the eyes, just the beans. But behind me, Steve Caballero. Let's talk about goodness, right? You want to talk about inspiration. Who do we follow? Who are our mentors? I don't really ever see Cab not smiling. I've known Cab for many, many years. I'm talking like over 20. And the guy, whether it's at the track, skateboarding, family vibes, music, culture, life, history, past, present, today, and ongoing, dude, he's Caballero for a reason. His Vans Cab is massive, global, one of the greatest selling shoes for a reason. Why? Dude, the dude puts out the good vibes, his energy and everything. So when I think about people I look up to, and there's a lot of them, because I'm always learning from everybody, even people that like come at me and they're like, oh, dude, Malcolm, even if they're pointing, I don't see negativity is just me going, okay, what else is going on? Can I bring can I bring some value to this person? No one, dude, like I said, it's like kryptonite when I see suffering, especially when it's forced suffering. Some things are heavy, but then I even watch the strongest in the world pushing through situations that they got dealt that they didn't deserve, and they're pushing through them with the highest level of strength and positive just approach, mentality, the whole deal. So Cab, though, I had to give props. I have signed Cab boards from like 15 years ago, OGs lined up in my office, and but this is Malcolm Beans. We're here in the morning, but I had to give props to my dude just because there's certain ones like him, and especially in the skateboard world. I mean, Tony Hawk's obviously amazing, but Christian Asoy, another guy that just always man, the energy, the vibe, the guy's stories too. These guys, the stories are why these guys are so insane. When you're a skateboarder, let me give you a props. I grew up skateboarding, right? And I didn't have much money. I lived in a trailer home with my mom. After leaving home, we did have a nice house there, but that was once that sold, lived in a little condo, and then lived in a little apartment or something, and in La Costa, and then ended up moving to San Marcos, lived in a mobile home. All my homies that know, right next to McDonald's, grease would just come in, face would look like a Krispy Kreme donut just glazed. But skateboarding is gnarly. These guys, like on the road, when they were doing stuff at the beginning, it was the love and just the contentment with just no money, no pay. They were paving the lane of a sport that didn't exist. Don't get me wrong, there were some legends, Lord of the Dogtowns. I mean, there's so many people coming in, but then the Bones Brigade and a lot of stuff. But these guys, no different than Chad Muska and so many legends, dude. These guys would all just go out and skate, have fun, find their own personalities, their own crew, their own cliques, but all this perspective gained through the love and the charge and just being Groms back then, younger guys on this mission, like punk rock. Punk rock was established because, dude, the system was like, no, like the system was broken, and people were recognizing it way ahead of the game, right? And they're like, no, and they would just go out, mosh pits, punk music, just good riddance, no use for a name. I mean, obviously the Ramones, there's so many bands that go back, but I think the interesting thing in my life especially is whether it's jobs, careers, life, relationships, friendships, broken bones, broken backs, everything I've been through, and jobs, and everything. It's like they've all taught me so much. But it's the people I worked with, it's the situations I worked through. It's almost losing everything. Many times it's losing everything, many times, and it's like when you get back up, it's like, it's like a Zoolander. Derek, what do you do when you fall off the horse? I don't know. You get back on it. It's what you gain getting back. Like when you're out with a broken bone and something, you come back, you're so hungry because you've been out that you normally play better, ride better, perform better, just because that passion's back. But skateboarding, Caballero, big crew, dude, go up to these guys if you see them at an event, just because, man, it's like you're talking about just a ball full of like experience, perspective, and the whole nine. So, that's my side of morning positivity with Malcolm Beans. But I said this, I think, in one of my last ones. I said, don't don't just remove the symptoms, remove the issue. And a lot of the issue, like I did on the last one, is pull back, fix yourself, and then you shoot out more goodness. The goodness starts to manifest great things. All the things you think you're not getting, it's because normally our attitudes, our mindset, our choices to walk through these certain things. So don't just fix the symptoms, fix the issue. Band-aiding things, this and that. You're like a Coca-Cola, just high sugar, syrupy, ready, just shaking up, boom, just blows up everywhere, right? Hot mess. So don't just fix the symptoms, fix the issue. The issue is the foundation. The foundation is the key. The key to happiness is being good and finding mental choices through a lot of these things, because life's going to happen whether you like it or not. So that really clicked, but don't just fix the symptom, fix the issue. If you asked Cab, because I'm bringing up Cab, if you ask anybody, myself, it's like, they're like, well, where were you at my age? Where were you at? I'm like, I was learning. I was living in the moment. I was walking through these experiences and this journey. I didn't have all the answers. I didn't try to have all the answers. I didn't try to point and prove people wrong. No, it's this way, it's that way. My gear's better. My this and that. My underwear's better. No. You build and you create based on who you are. You keep sharpening your sword because there's more greatness, there's bigger wins ahead, but you got to choose to kind of pull that trigger back, right? Point at yourself and just get yourself fixed. Because man, once you start shooting after that, you're still going to have challenges. You're still going to have highs and lows, but how you walk through those highs and lows is going to be the game changer. I see Caballero doing that a lot through the years and continuing to do it and finding what he loves and surrounding himself with what he loves, becoming mended with what's important. Malc Beans is here to spill the heart, the soul, and the experiences and the perspective I've gained, and also traveling the world and getting to meet so many amazing people through my life, through my career, through my job, through sport, through everything. Dude, this is not a me game. I always say it's an I game, right? Because it's an I game because one is I choose to have faith, and then I choose to better myself and keep improving myself. Because then once you do, then you jump into the we game. Now your friends, your family, everyone's feeling the value. But until you value yourself and really hold that in, and it's an ongoing challenge, I understand. I'm not just saying, poof, poof, here's the pixie dust, here's the magical potion. Ooh. No, it's life. It's like thinking though. You gotta kind of, I don't think you need a pill for the pill, although a lot of the world would like you on every pill. I think it's the chill. Sit still, get in the moment, get in the zone, figure out what you love, figure out what you like. You don't have to have purpose, like, well, this is my job, everyone thinks I'm an introvert, I'm an extrovert. I say that too. It's like, I'm convinced that you are what you tell yourself you are. The best introverts to me are the best, some of the best introverts are blow me away when they speak, presentations, whatever, in front of lots of people. And yeah, I understand afterwards, I just want to kind of, have my small little crew in my house. I'm not trying to be loud. I'm not trying to be on TV. I don't care to be famous. I never cared to be famous. And I never got famous, by the way. But I had a fun career that allowed me to just be in front of a lot of people and just provide inspiration. The best people that have done well are just normal people that went after something. And they're like, oh my gosh, how'd you do it? Because I did this. I didn't look at what everyone else is doing. I fixed myself. And then when I went out into the we world, right, where suddenly it's like, bringing joy, bringing love, spreading gratitude, all that good stuff. So props to guys like Caballero, Hosoi, so many, Jeremy McGrath, Travis Pastrana. Gosh, Travis Pastrana was one of my favorite of all time. That guy has not only shown hope, inspiration, I'm talking present as a father, watching his two beautiful daughters, his amazing wife, Lindsay, and just watching family and values and choosing to live, I think, back in No Fear, a life lived in fear is a life half lived. It's like, live your full life, experience this stuff. Props to the homies. Much love, Malc Beans. I'm going to jump because honestly, this is going way too long. Everyone's be like, Malcolm, oops, you did it again. But I do love you guys. Peace.